For the Bing Daymasters, number one, what would be the Bing Daymaster means to the Jade Dragon? I also find generally inauspicious. This would be indirect resource sitting on eating God. Therefore, to the Pink Day Master, this would be to the Pink Day Master, this would be your indirect resource. Now, even though it says they're generally inauspicious, but we do find that it is a resource to the now. Why is it inauspicious? Huh? What does it inauspicious? Is inauspicious indicates that uh, indirect resource, indirect resource, more often in the classical text, unconventional knowledge, intuition, gut feeling, that the wrong one provides the wrong. So this would be something in the what in the business we call this GIGO, which means that garbage in, garbage out. So wrong input, wrong output. So that is the pillar of indirect resource sitting on eating cost, would indicates that one has wrong information. One learns the wrong thing. When you learn the wrong thing, when you adopt the wrong philosophy, you then execute and make the wrong decision. That brings the inauspicious part that comes to mind. Therefore, here as you look into the dragon and the rat, the dragon and the rat, of course, have a combination, as we discussed earlier, which is the water combination, the water combination that comes in. And so, more often than not, we see here that Ping Day Masters don't really welcome Kueh water. Right? It doesn't represent Kueh water so much because it hides them to a certain degree. But here we see that we would consider that Chia welcomes Pink Fire more than Pink Fire welcomes Xiaowei. So let me just repeat that. That the pink welcomes, the pink welcomes Chia less than Chia welcoming the pink. So this indicates the relationship where you are entertaining or you are playing host, more gracious host to a grateful guest, that the guest is more welcoming to you. So this means that this year it will be akin to performing charity work. Akin to performing charity work. I mean, imagine if, let's say, like Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, when we open our house, when especially leaders or rich people open their house, and then we find a lot of guests coming in to eat up your food, and after that leave a mess, and hopefully some of them say thank you, but most of them don't, and then that's it. And then you have a dirty house to clean up. Therefore, the judgment may have this kind, especially eating god. That's where the eating god comes in. So that would be the imagery that the pink daymaster plays host to play host to poorer guests who basically eats up on you. That kind of relationship. However, of course, this may elevate one's status. May elevate the status. Why? Because direct officer. Because there's a direct officer may introduce authority. So this is the pillar. So this pillar reading is more to say that sometimes like politicians, they make a populist statement, they they elevate their status by doing this, by doing all this so-called social work that comes in. So the year pillar for the pink represents that itself. Okay, so that brings us to things such as Taiji noblement, stars, and so on. Okay, for the pinyin, which is now the tiger, and what do we have with the dragon and to the tiger? Here we see that uh, what do we see? In this case, the eastern, yep, the spring combination. So we have the spring combination yet again. And we also find that of all the six pinyin, this is not bad. No, this is not bad. One thing is that the pink fire is rooted. No? The pink fire is rooted. And when the gas comes, they also brings rooting to the gas. So bringing rooting to the gas may also find that the indirect resource can be possibly used, can be used here to the part. All right. So also in this context here, we would find that it's basically this pillar will be pretty neutral. It's quite neutral so it's actually quite a neutral year. Quite a neutral year. Save for the fact that there is going to be uh, uh it's going to be like a spring combination because the spring combination provides ample resources because spring is wood, no? And wood is the resource to the fire. And resource to fire means it will provide ample resources, ample growth, correct? Also means a relaxing year, a relaxing year. Because when you have more resources, more servants, more revenue, so it's quite a fruitful year for growth. So it's not bad, no, not bad. A time for a holiday. More so with Sky Horse and Treasure Merit, that will be quite not bad as well. So this will be quite good. And whipping in is always if it's a lady, that's the husband is a businessman, so to speak, a business person. All right. Next, what do we have? We have your pink, and now again we have your. We can go faster soon because here you can see that this is again a dragon, and dragon is a self punishment. Dragon is self-punishment. Unlike just now, it was Fu Yin. This is just self-punishment. Self-punishment in terms of what? Self-punishments in terms of what? Again, here the punishment will be one of eating God. It's an eating God self-punishment. Now, eating God self-punishment can grow fat. Can grow fat. That means going to eat and eat and eat. Moreover, earth people likes to keep things. Earth people like to keep things. Now, what do we call people who likes to keep a lot of things and don't throw away? I think the word is called hoarder. And sometimes being a hoarder, I mean, it's also some kind of an addiction, isn't it? Because self-punishment is also somewhat like an addiction. And when you're addicted to hoarding, when you're addicted to eating, that means you may have an eating disorder to a certain degree itself. Therefore, Ping Chen here may want to be careful of not eating too much, of not hoarding or keeping too much, and of course, try to be alert more about exercising that, no? And so on. Yeah, yes, it is. Therefore, that would be your Ping Chen. Move along to the next one. We have your pink. As we find to your pink here, what would we actually entail that comes into it? Into one part, sometimes we have what we call your hidden. Now, the one reason why we call this the hidden stamp is because when they are not protruded, if none of them are protruded. So if you look at here, you have the Koi water, the earth, the yi wood, the Ting fire, and the Chi earth. And all these are not protruded. If it's not protruded to the stems, then it becomes hidden. and when they become hidden. This is where we may want to read what kind of the one part about hidden is we have a direct officer and a hurting officer confusion. So therefore, direct officer, hurting officer confusion. And this confusion, of course, may now it is the arrival of direct officer that comes into uh, into it. Of course, direct officer ends 7K as confusion, but direct officer meeting hurting officer, remember, is what happens when hurting officer meets direct officer. This is also calamity. There's also a calamity. There's also a little bit more of legal issues that comes to mind. Bit of a legal issues. Right. So that's where when we look into the negative stars, calamity, instability, blood knife may also be part of the reading that we may chance upon here as well. All right. So we move on to Shunt, the monkey, and the monkey will form part of the water combination that comes in. Yep, that's right. Therefore, here overall there might be a gain. So here you might see that Shen, the Shen, uh, 几层 water combination opportunities. Yeah. So waiting for the rat, no? Waiting for the rat. And which month is the rat? The rat will fall in December, isn't it? Huh? All right. But maybe if there's a luck pillar, if there's a luck pillar that is a rat, then this will be great because why? Because water represents what? Water represents officer. Water represents officer to the Bing Fire Daymasters. Therefore, water represents officer luck, which is also good, yeah, as it is. But at the meantime, here with this water combination, we can also find. We can also find that there's a little bit. There's a little bit of what we call your DO7K confusion. You can find that there's a DO 7K confusion that comes in as well, because you have your direct officer and your 7K meeting each other. Becomes but then these are hidden. These are hidden confusion. Therefore, they are not known, not known to the public, not known to people. These are just hidden, a bit of an issue there itself. Okay, so anyway, this DO 7K confusion may actually play a role, play a role in decision making, yeah, especially when related to the officer combination, that comes in. Right, next we have your dog, and similar to what we discussed earlier, there will be this clash. So therefore, there's going to be a clash that is a year breaker, and this will be an eating god with an eating god clash. Eating god with eating god clash. A direct resource clashing, the yeet clash with the metal, the tin clash with the direct officer. Therefore, this again will be quite a calamitous clash. So therefore, this dog and dragon, this dog and dragon clash will be quite volatile. It's quite volatile and aggressive. It's quite volatile and aggressive because here we find that all the hidden stems clash with one another, eating God in a way. And so this clash may affect your EG. Now, EG represents the ability to make money. EG represents your output, which is EG is favorable for making money. So EG clashing with EG, that would be where it will affect your ability, the ability to make money. So in that case here, it would mean more often than not changing jobs. Maybe be more of a changing jobs kind of clash that comes into play. Therefore, overall, it will be quite inauspicious in general. All right. Okay. So that will be looking into three. Looks like time is only available for us to do three. Then I think next week we will have to hasten up. I think because some of the things that we share here, especially the Shensha stars and also the clash, the combination will be a bit of a repeat. No? So anyway, we'll just pause here and I'll see you next week for the remaining pillars. No? There we go. Okay, thank you everyone. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Barry, for coming in as well. Yeah, thank you.